For number 5, we're going to have to evaluate the integral of x squared over x cubed minus 8 to the 5th power dx between 1 and 0. So right here we are going to have to use u sub to find the derivative. So we're going to go over here and we're trying to find the integral of this between 0 and 1, x squared over x cubed minus 8 to the 5th dx. And so right here our u is going to be this part right here, so it's going to be x cubed minus 8. Our du is going to be 3x squared, and right here we've gotten rid of this part right here, but we still have the x squared. Right here we have an x squared, but we have a 3 in front of it, and so to be able to get rid of this part, we're going to divide our du by a third to get rid of this 3. So 1/3 du equals x squared dx. And so right now we've already gotten this and this and the dx. So before we move any further, we have to replace these boundaries by u's, because right here they're x's and we're trying to replace them with u's. So right here we're going to have 1 cubed minus 8, which equals -7, and we're going to have 0 cubed minus 8, which equals -8. So right here we already have our two boundaries, -7 and -8, and so we're going to write a new integral basically. We're going to do this 1/3 on the outside of the integral just to leave it to the end of the problem. And right here we're going to write our new boundaries, -8 to -7 of u. So right here we're going to have 1 over u to the 5th du. And so to simplify it, I'm going to move this du over to the top. So we're going to have 1/3 -8, -7 u to the -5th du. So now it's going to be easier to bump up and divide right here. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to leave the 1/3 on the outside, and we're going to do u. If we bump the 1/5 up, we're going to get -4, and if we divide by -4, we're going to get -1 over 4. 1/3 on the outside. And so right here basically what we have to do is we just plug the u back in. And so right here we're going to have 1/3 -1/4 u, which in our case was x cubed minus 8 raised to the -4. And what we can do here is we can multiply these two fractions together, which is going to end up giving us -1 over 12 x cubed minus 8 to the -4. And to make this a positive number, so as to not leave a negative, we're going to move it to the bottom, which is going to give us -1 over 12 x cubed -1 over 12 x cubed minus 8 raised to the 4th. And this is basically the antiderivative of our original problem, but we have to execute it between -8 and -7. So what we're going to do is we're just going to plug in these numbers to this x right here. So we're going to do -1 over 12 times -7 cubed. Don't forget the parentheses right here. Those are important. Minus 8 raised to the 4th minus -1 over 12 times, again, parentheses, -8 cubed minus 8 raised to the 4th. And because we're not allowed to use calculators in this section, I'm just going to leave my answer like that. That is the final answer.